Cowboys DeMarcus Lawrence, expected to miss multiple weeks with foot injury. Thursday night's 20-15 win over the Giants was costly for the Cowboys. Despite it being a much-needed win that ended a two-game skid and restored some amount of confidence in the team moving forward, it now looks as if they'll have to head into Week 5 without at least one of their defensive leaders. DeMarcus Lawrence is expected to miss multiple weeks with a foot injury, per NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero. The veteran defensive end was apparently hurt during the first drive of the second half of the game. He was seen getting his foot taped up on the sideline. And while cameras spotted him holding his helmet and watching the action, the four-time Pro Bowler did not re-enter the game. Micah Parsons has high ankle sprain. Cowboys fans collectively held their breath when superstar linebacker Micah Parsons stayed down on the turf late in Thursday night's 20-15 win over the New York Giants. And the gloomy thoughts grew considerably darker as he was carted off the sideline after emerging from the medical tent. Parsons was seen limping around the locker room afterward and looked to be in noticeable pain, according to media on the scene, but he said that his on-site x-rays had come back negative. He told quarterback Dak Prescott, "I'll be good," and said he had his sights set on playing in Week 5 when the Cowboys traveled to Pittsburgh. The truth may be somewhere in the middle of all that. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport is reporting that Parsons suffered a high ankle sprain. It's not immediately known how that diagnosis will affect his availability moving forward, but in the broad spectrum of leg injuries that most observers were imagining in the moment, Parsons was rolled up on from behind by Giants offensive lineman Greg Von Roten during a third-down pass play with about 3.5 minutes left in regulation. "I was coming off, and as I was planting, a guy fell on me," he said, per Nick Harris of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. Dak Prescott sends a clear message after Thursday's win. Leave a calm. The Dallas Cowboys got a much-needed victory against the New York Giants to open NFL Week 4 on Thursday Night Football. It puts them at 2-2 and prevents them from falling further behind the Philadelphia Eagles and Washington Commanders in the NFC East. It wasn't Dallas' best performance, but it was enough to get the job done on a short week, and quarterback Dak Prescott sent a clear message afterward about where his team is at. "It's a process. So we're not going to get complacent. We're not going to get overexcited about what we've done tonight. It's about building," Prescott said, via NFL on CBS. "It's the right mentality to have, as this is only Week 4 of the marathon that is the NFL season." Prescott had a workmanlike performance, going 22 for 27 for 221 yards and 2 touchdowns, making it 2 consecutive weeks with a pair of touchdowns and no picks. The Cowboys' offense hasn't been a huge problem so far, but the win against the Giants was important because the defense needed to prove it could get stops. Dallas held New York out of the end zone and allowed just 26 rushing yards on 24 carries 1 week after getting obliterated to the tune of 274 yards on the ground thanks to Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. The Cowboys have a tough Week 5 matchup at the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football and will need to bring the same run defense and offensive efficiency with them for that matchup. Cowboys troll Giants on social media following win. The Dallas Cowboys took down the New York Giants at MetLife Stadium on Thursday, September 26th, and even though it wasn't anywhere near a blowout, the Cowboys are flexing their muscles after the victory. The final score was 20-15, with both teams' field goal units getting an extra workout. The morning after the win, the Dallas Cowboys X page was filled with posts about the win over the Giants, especially one with a cartoon poking fun at the Giants for the loss. "Objects are smaller than they appear." One big dig at the Giants on the Cowboys' official X account featured a cartoon of an oversized Cowboys player dangling a tiny Giants player from his hand inside MetLife Stadium. The Cowboys' X account captioned the post, "Victory Fridays hit different," and the cartoon's caption stated, "Objects are smaller than they appear." Fans' responses to the post were mixed, with one saying, "Nothing to be happy about." Another wrote, "Don't celebrate too much, this isn't anywhere near an epic victory." A happier X user commented, "No doubt," with a fire and flexed muscle emoji. Other Cowboys posts were less about the Giants and more about Dallas notching a win. One post stated, "Big Friday mood," with video footage of the team celebrating. Another post showed star player CeeDee Lamb celebrating after the win, with him saying, "Cowboys Nation." back at it in the dub column. Winning is always a great thing. Speaking in the post-game press conference, Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy was asked if it was satisfying to get a win in any manner against the Giants. Absolutely, he said. I mean, winning is always a great thing, especially on the road. Road wins are the best. Division games, you're going to add another layer to it. So, yeah, we feel great about what we accomplished tonight, but I think for the fourth week in a row, we realize that we have a lot of work to do. McCarthy also praised the whole team, saying, "That was really the first four-quarter game we've played." He added, "It was a complimentary football game. I wish we would have been able to drive the ball more offensively. I just felt like we left our defense out there a bit much. We had that long swing right before the half, and then they came right back here in the first drive in the third quarter." The coach was also asked about the team's professionalism in practices and how it contributed to the win. "I think we do a really good job internally focusing on what we're doing every day," McCarthy said. "I think sometimes our guys give honest answers to the questions from the externals, and sometimes there's things that are said that really don't reflect the way it is internally." He added, "These guys didn't blink. They came in here Monday, and I thought they were very accountable. I think this is as healthy a locker room leadership group that we've had in my time here. And I think everything that needed to be said was said. As I told you all on Monday, I know what came out of that." Rookie Guyton isn't island-ready among 5 things we learned about the Cowboys in Week 4. The Dallas Cowboys got what they badly needed in Week 4, a win. After back-to-back lackluster performances, no matter what, the Cowboys had to leave MetLife Stadium with a win over their rivals, the New York Giants, and they accomplished that goal. We learned it won't be easy for Mike McCarthy's team this season. Right now, they don't look like the 12-win teams of the past 3 years, but they'll be feeling much better about themselves after this victory. It wasn't a pretty game, yet it'll look good in the standings as they evened their record at 2-2. Quarterback Dak Prescott had his best outing of the season on his way to winning his 13th straight game against the Giants. We knew the veteran signal caller always plays well against the Giants, but here's what else we learned about these Cowboys in the Week 4 win. After the last 2 weeks, the Dallas unit was the worst rush defense in the league. Mike Zimmer's group gave up 464 yards.